Herman, come on now. Please, that's a little more. Come on. Why are you stubborn? Please, Herman.
Stay with it, Sarah. That mule hasn't got a chance.
Heath? Heath? Is that you? Really?
Why not?
Where did you come from? I mean, how in the world?
Did I know where to find you?
Yes.
Well, I asked the right questions. I heard you were doing mission work in this part of the country. And I managed to have business with the Roberts family.
It's good to see you, Heath. It's wonderful, really.
You're, Sister Jacob now. Sister Jacob. That's a funny name for a girl.
Oh, I've always thought it was a fine old biblical name. Of course, if you don't like Jacob, you have to take that up with Isaac. Of course, if you don't like Isaac, you have to take it up with Abraham. And if you don't, it gets very complicated after that.
Hello, Mr. Roberts. Who are you chasing?
Homer, cut it out. Come on now. What was that for? No need to spell it out to you, Barkley. You know what that's for. I ought to use a gun on you.
Homer, let's keep it legal the way we agreed. You're under arrest.
For what? For assaulting my daughter.
Are you listening to me?
Listening to you? How can I help it?
I'm entitled to face that girl, and you know it.
I heard you the first 4 or 5 times.
Well, then why hasn't she been brought here?
Are you serious? Carla Roberts, brought from her father's house to face a wild-eyed rooster like you? Uh-huh. You got a lot to learn, friend. You'll have a chance to face Carla at your trial.
And if this is some kind of a joke, I'll laugh some other time.
Mr. Barkley, you are now in Robertsville. You are not back in Stockton with your family to take charge of things for you. Something you just have to get used to. Now, is there anything else?
I want to send a telegram.
Get your piece of paper.
No, I don't mean to say that Heath was ever saintly. Such a lie might bring the roof down on our heads. But he was wild. He was unruly, and like so many of the others, he was even willful at times. Thank you. But he was, he was... It's very difficult to say, sister.
Yes, sister.
He was never disrespectful in the way that they're trying to suggest.
How long has it been since you last saw him?
4 years.
4 years? Oh, my. That's almost forever when you're young. Men change, you know. The world and the people in it, our poor selves included, are so rarely what we once hoped we might be.
Yes, I understand that. But just the same, I don't believe that Carla Roberts is telling the truth. And I don't mean that's something that I can prove, but I mean, I just know it. I feel it. That just isn't something that Heath would do.
Let's try to be realistic. How well did you know this young man?
Well enough to have married him if I hadn't chosen to become a nun.
I see.
Sister, you'd have to have known Heath to understand. I mean, he was wild and he was headstrong and sometimes he felt like he belonged to no one. And of course, those were the times when he was most lost. But he was always gentle and almost unspeakably brave.
Are you sure he couldn't have done this?
Oh, yes, Sister. I'm absolutely sure he couldn't have done it. Please, may I have your permission to go see him in the jail tomorrow?
Do you think it's wise?
Well, no, I'm not sure of that at all, but under the present situation with his family, a 2 or 3 day journey away, I think someone should be there with him.
All right. Take Sister Martha with you.
Thank you. I won't be long, Sister.
Sister, what can I do for you?
I'd like to see Mr. Barkley, please.
Oh? Well, if you're going to pray for this young fellow, it might be a good idea to get an early start. What do you have in the basket?
Some lunch. We do that frequently for prisoners, you know.
Well, I wasn't looking for an argument. Just 10 minutes now, please, sister.
Thank you.
Hello, Sarah.
Hello, Heath.
I might have known you'd come.
Why wouldn't I?
Would you sit down?
Thank you.
Bad luck. First of all, I want you to know that what she said wasn't true. I was a guest at the Roberts house, and I talked to her, but that was all. I don't know why she would say something like that, except... Sarah, do you know Carla Roberts?
Yeah, I've seen her in town a few times.
Would you say there was something, well, strange about her?
I think that we're all strange sometimes.
Yesterday, I rode out to the stables to look at some horses I came to buy. And don't ask me how she got there or what she was doing there, but there was Carla. She asked me to look at some saddles in the tack room. And I said, yeah, I'd look at the saddles. And she followed me inside. Well, we were alone, and she wasn't exactly dressed to go knocking around a barn. Sarah, it's not easy for me to describe how she acted. Well, I mean, it's not something that you'd want to tell a nun. Well, if anything, she came after me. And I may not have been as polite as I should have been, but, well, I got out of there. The next thing I knew, her father showed up at the mission with the sheriff. Do you believe me, Sarah?
You don't have to persuade me, Heath. I believed you before you began.
Thank you.
Does your family know that you've been arrested?
Well, I sent them a telegram, and I'm sure they know by now. My brother Jared, he's a lawyer. He's one of the best there is. He should get this whole thing cleared right up.
I brought you something. Here. There's coffee and sandwiches and pickles and some of Sister Benedict's angel food cake without the halos.
Oh, you shouldn't have done that.
Oh, it's nothing special.
It looks good. Sure you won't have some?
No, thank you. Actually, we made that same lunch for a man that they hanged 2 weeks ago. Poor fellow. Wasn't much for praying. Sure had a good appetite.
I'm serious, Heath. Really, it's awful when you think about it. He ate every speck.
Really?
Heaven forgive me for making such a morbid joke.
They hungry? I'm glad you came, Sarah.
I'll come again if it's all right.
I'd be mighty disappointed if you don't.
Goodbye, Heath.
Well, what was so funny?
I don't think I could begin to explain to Sheriff. I'm not sure I understand it myself.
Sister Jacob, come in, please.
Thank you, Mr. Rowe.
What can I do for you?
I'd like to speak to Carla, please.
Why do you want to talk to her?
I'm a friend of Heath Barclay's. I've known him for many years.
You, a nun?
Well, I wasn't a nun when I knew him.
I'll bet you weren't.
Mr. Roberts, I would like to speak to Carla because I believe that, well, at least there's been a misunderstanding.
Sister Jacob, why don't you go back to Sister Benedict? You remind her and yourself that your mission's on my property, and that it's there by my permission alone.
I can't see what harm can come from my talking to Carla.
She's up in her room and she's not feeling well.
Oh, I'm sorry. Perhaps I could come back later.
That won't be necessary.
Mr. Roberts, Heath Barclay is not the kind of man who could harm your daughter.
Isn't he? We'll see what a jury thinks tomorrow.
Tomorrow? The trial is tomorrow?
That's right.
But his family can't possibly be here by then.
At 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, Judge Jonah Bailey presiding.
May God forgive you.